Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa. Whether you're new or returning, I am glad that you're here. Welcome to your daily reading for today, and this could resonate for whenever. This may have already happened. This might be happening right now. This could happen in the future. This might not happen at all because it's a general public reading. Some, none, or all of it may apply to your situation. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. And also just remember that we all have free will to change the outcome of any reading at any time for any reason. And then we would just get blessings or karma accordingly. The universe handles all that and we deal with it for right or wrong, good, bad, ugly, indifferent. It just is what it is. And we deal with it as we deal with it, whether it's a karma or a blessing, or a lesson or a blessing. So, how are y'all doing? So, a little bit stressed out this morning, I won't lie. I was up for about 3 hours, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a head start on the day, and I'm going to get some videos done because I didn't get the videos done yesterday that I intended to do because, let me tell you. So I got paid for a personal reading. It was birth charts, relationship synergy, 2 birth chart readings with a tarot reading. Well, I decided to get a head start yesterday on the birth chart part of it because I knew that was going to be the bulk of the work. I mean, one birth chart alone, it takes about 5 hours of planning. From, wow, not planning, but planning and recording. But whenever I'm doing 2 birth charts at the same time, that takes twice as long. And it literally did. It took about 8 hours from planning, recording, uploading, and processing. It took 8 hours just to do the birth charts yesterday. So I'm so glad that I got that out of the way because my deadline is today. The only thing I need to do today is the tarot reading. And the tarot reading, it wouldn't fit on that other recording because it would have cut off at the end and it would have been interrupted and choppy. So I was just like, well, the tarot reading's going to get a separate video tomorrow when I have more energy. I had intended on doing fire signs yesterday, and I do apologize that they didn't get done yesterday. I was just so energetically wiped out after I did these birth charts that I was just like, wow. And then this morning I woke up and things didn't go according to plan yet again. And this has been going on for, probably 2 or 3 weeks now. Just little things keep coming up, things not going the way I'm planning. And what happened this morning that, didn't go the way that I planned is that I didn't have enough money in my bank account to cover everything that I needed. I was like $5 short. So I had to wait for the bank to open. Yeah, that kind of sucked. I had to wait for the bank to open. The bank doesn't open till 9. So I couldn't get my errands done until that time. My errands are all finished, taken care of for the week. However, here I am, starting later than I wanted to, yet again. So, I have a lot of readings to do today. I have no idea what I can get accomplished, but I am trying to get the daily done, the Divine Masculine Growth and Development reading, the tarot reading for the personal that I still owe. I'm going to try to do all of the fire signs today, as well as the weekend reading today. I realistically have no idea what I have energy for today. If one of the fire signs doesn't get done until next week, so be it. So, Sag, you just might be the odd man out for the week, and you just might have to get done with the water signs next week. So, we'll see how it goes. I've already talked way too long, longer than I ever wanted to in the beginning of a reading. I will do my best to try to keep this as short as possible. Oh, it's so stuffy in here. I gotta turn on this air conditioner. I really hope that it doesn't cause too much noise interference for y'all. But I changed my shirt, and I tell you, it has not made a difference. It is still really stuffy in here. I don't have a fan, so I just have air conditioners. So I will do my best to try to talk as loud as I can, but I gotta turn this on. I'll be right back. I tried, y'all. I tried. I just had to have the air conditioner on. I'm sorry. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm sorry it took so long, but there's some shit going down because we got the star in reverse. So that's Aquarius energy in the reverse. There's a lack of hope and faith in a situation. There's no faith in no hope, no faith, no healing in a situation. It's just not happening. It's impossible. The cards that came out for that was the 5 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. And I was like, okay, the 5 of Wands I get, but what the fuck is this 3 of Wands about? Well, this is what the 3 of Wands is about. Ace of Swords reverse, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Moon in the upright. So, one of two things could have happened, maybe even both of them. I'm going to read it both ways that I see it. So the karmic energy here. Feeling defeated in a situation. Feeling a lack of hope and faith. They were feeling in a state of conflict with this 5 of Wands because they felt jealousy and they wanted to compete. So, this person showing up in their true energy, star in the reverse. So they're feeling in the state of conflict, feeling jealous, throwing around all this chaos magic and all of this. And then we have the 3 of Wands, and that's like hoping and planning for the future, waiting for your ships to come in. And I'm like, okay, so what's this 3 of Wands about? So the 3 of Wands is about a karmic energy, a Cancerian, specifically, with Aquarius in their chart, not acting in their integrity at all. They hid a lot of secrets and lies and shit beneath the surface. And there was some lies surrounding a work situation. Ace of Swords in the reverse with the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So, we all know that the Ace of Swords in the reverse is lies. So, the karmic could have lost a job because of lies, and they could have actually hidden this as the reason why they lost a job. Because There was some time back I did a reading. Oh, I don't remember. Maybe it was about 2 months ago. I did this reading about the karmic feminine doing something. I mean, it was something about Seven of Swords with the star in the upright. And there could have been an Ace of Swords in the reverse with it, but I don't remember specifically. But I just remember specifically the Seven of Swords with the star in the upright. So there was some lies, thefts, and deception and trickery going on around a kind of job that is like something that's in the public eye. Because Aquarius, they're somebody who they're like a public figure of some kind. They could be a celebrity or a politician or something. Just something in the public eye. This could be some kind of a state position or whatever. But whatever this was like a public figure job. Like, this was something that they could only get by being a pillar of the community somehow. This was not something that you can walk in off the street and apply for. You have to actually know people and have people recommend you in for this kind of a position. So that's what I'm talking about, a public figure type of position. So, I don't remember when exactly it was, but I do believe it was approximately 2 to 3 months ago. There was something about that. And I was like, oh, well, I remember saying, well, if there was something that you did, that to misrepresent yourself in some way to get a position, you're going to lose that. Well, I think that is what happened here with the Ace of Swords in the reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Moon in the upright. And so this person lost a high profile job of some sort where they stand out, where they're in the public eye of some sort. Doesn't necessarily have to be a job like that, but it's a kind of job where it's not easy to get. You have to shine, you have to stand out, you have to have the credentials to have that position. And I believe these karmics had misrepresented themselves in some way with that Seven of Swords here. Some lies, theft, deception, and trickery to get a job that they weren't qualified for. So I think they lost this job here, and there's a lot of secrets and lies and a lot of shit that's hidden surrounding the reason why they got fired from this job. If it isn't that, then somebody lost their job, and there was a lot of secrets and lies and manipulation and things going on beneath the surface that people were not aware of regarding how and why this job was lost. And if it doesn't have anything to do with a job, somebody just doesn't want to deal with someone's bullshit anymore because they lie all the time and they fight with them all the time, and they're always scheming and planning behind your back all the time, and they're just tired of putting in effort and work with someone who is just a liar, a schemer, a manipulator, a deceiver, and someone who just refuses to change. They're just completely selfish and deceptive and leave everything hidden beneath the surface. All of this person's emotions and thoughts of the truth is just hidden. And someone else is tired of putting in work with someone who is not putting in work on a situation and just lying and manipulating. And this is a home situation, because clarifying the star in reverse is the Four of Wands in the reverse. This is a home and family situation that just can't be healed anymore. You can't do anything else in this situation. This was like a loss of job and one lie too many. A whole bunch of bullshit too much and one fight too much. And it was just too much. So, Four of Wands in the reverse is an unhappy home environment. No unconditional love, no safety, no security, no stability, no dependability. And this is not a peaceful place to live by any means. Especially whenever there's a lot of secrets, lies, and illusions, and projections, and fights, and bullshit, and someone living with you that is just a schemer. So there is some revelation about another woman here that someone is attracted to. The High Priestess in the reverse with the Queen of Wands. So, if this is a divine masculine dealing with a karmic feminine, they're just like, hey, I'm just sick of the lies and the bullshit and the fights and the loss of this job or whatever this is, or they just don't want to work on it anymore. They're really unhappy in their home. So someone is revealing a secret that they're attracted to someone else. Someone who is very bold, fiery, passionate, attractive, creative. They're just a really hard worker. And they're just like, hey, I'm not happy here. I'm attracted to someone else. This really isn't what I had planned. But I can't keep this a secret anymore, because the High Priestess in the reverse is letting out a secret. Revealing something to someone that they didn't know. And not only that, not only is this masculine attracted to this other woman, but they're creating boundaries with this karmic feminine. Then we have the Empress in the reverse with the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So, the karmic feminine is definitely disappointed, unhappy, in very low vibrations. Things didn't turn out the way that they hoped. But there's still the Empress in the reverse. They're still in that low vibrational energy. Very unloving, uncaring, unnurturing, not giving or compassionate in any way. Someone who is overly emotional. No self-love whatsoever. Now they're disappointed because they're being put into boundaries here. They're being blocked and cut off here. And this is a marriage because the Ten of Pentacles came out. A whole legacy, a whole family. This is the kind of person that the divine masculine was married to, or whoever was in the masculine energy. The immature karmic energy was in the Knight of Cups in reverse energy. The whole time. They never grew up. They had nothing to give. They were just seducing and using people's emotions for financial gain, for their own wish fulfillments. But this person's extremely immature, very seductive, nothing to offer, in and out. Then we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So there is someone here that's completely aware and sees this person for who they are. If this isn't a husband, this is a family member that is seeing this person for who they are. Not a very good, loving, caring, nurturing mother, spouse, partner, whatever role they are with a family member. And this marriage had just gotten to be too much of a burden. 10 of Wands. Especially with knowing who this person is and being very clear about that. Making no mistake that this is a karmic energy who doesn't have anything substantial or tangible to offer for any kind of reciprocity. Dealing with this person, you're losing the truth, you're losing money, you're losing time, you're losing emotions, you're losing energy. Really, what have you gained? The only thing you've gained is all of that burden. And really, someone just wants to be free and single here. Because the masculine energy in this situation, they've mastered themselves. They've built themselves from the ground up. They've learned their karmic lessons. And they know that carrying this karmic is just too heavy of a burden to carry on their back. And they just need to be free of that one person. That one person's the huge burden. So we got the Nine of Pentacles clarified by the Six of Swords reversed with the Ten of Cups with the Devil. This is a divine masculine with Capricorn in their chart. Just wants to be happy. They want to be happy and content within their home, within their family. They've mastered themselves. And they're vibrationally aligned for someone else who has mastered themselves as well. They're completely in love. This is not a bad devil card. This is just a Capricorn who's in love, who just wants happiness and contentment within their home and family. And they realize they don't have the right partner. This Queen of Wands, this Queen of Swords, this is the correct partner, the high vibrational partner. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, feminine. This is someone who knows their value and their worth, and they have boundaries. They're very attractive, but because they know they know their value and their worth, and they know how attractive they are, and they know what they bring to the table, they don't let just anyone in their energy here. This is someone who is extremely protective of their sexual energy their negative energy, their spiritual energy, all of the above. This is someone who is like, you come at me with the truth and no bullshit and we be aight. This is someone who respects themselves. This is the kind of person that the divine masculine had hoped that the karmic feminine was, but, you know, their dreams were dashed to find out that this was who they were stuck with all along. It was all an illusion that the karmic feminine had projected to them. The karmic feminine did a whole lot of spell work, a whole lot of moon magic, and a whole lot of lies and manipulation to try to convince the divine masculine, oh yeah, I'm the mother of your children. We're married. I'm your wish fulfillment. I'm the end all be all. This is what we got, baby. But it was an illusion. Now the illusion's over. The divine masculine's no longer seeing the illusion because the spell is broken. The karmic feminine spell work has backfired on them. So now the divine masculine is seeing the karmic with their divine eyes. And they're seeing the karmic for all their karmicness. And the divine masculine is also disappointed. The karmic feminine is not the only one that is disappointed in this situation. Everybody's disappointed in this situation, man. Nothing turned out the way anyone hoped. And really, the divine masculine, all they wanted was happiness and contentment within their home and family, and really they got tricked by the devil. This is a high vibrational Capricorn who was duped by a low vibrational Capricorn, hanging on because the low vibrational Capricorn, the karmic feminine, was extremely codependent, and they were hanging on to the nostalgia of the happiness of and the contentment of the home and family that once was. So that's what kept the divine masculine constantly returning to this situation, because it was like the karmic feminine would keep them hanging on the hope that they would change, but there is no change. In fact, the only changes that are happening just keep getting worse and worse. The lies keep getting built up and built up and built up. And divine masculines had enough and they want a divorce. They're done. They no longer want to invest in this karmic anymore. The Hanged Man in the reverse with the Knight of Swords and the upright. They see the situation very clearly, and the sacrifice has been made, and Knight of Swords, the divine masculine, is taking swift action forward. To do what? Release this burden that they're carrying, Ten of Wands. It's still in the upright here, because there was a point that the angels wanted to make about this Ten of Wands. So, the not so divine masculine is the one that's carrying the Ten of Wands. The King of Wands in the reverse, who doesn't see the vision for the future that was predestined for him. Didn't see it. Couldn't make the choice. Didn't see the vision. Didn't make the choice. Couldn't make the choice. Wouldn't make the choice. So, this is someone who is not in their power, not in their authority. Someone who gave their power away to someone else, making themselves unhappy, stuck and miserable, carrying the load for someone else, who's just keeping them blocked here. But here's the distinction. King of Wands in the reverse. They're in the reverse because they're carrying the load. This is what's making this person the Emperor. Rejecting this person. Not dealing with this person. Not accepting their lies and their phony, false bullshit. When someone has truly mastered themselves, 9 of Pentacles, going from the King of Wands in the reverse to their emperorhood. Okay, this is someone who's just graduated into their divine energy, their divine masculine energy. And they see this karmic as the false-ass, phony, fake person that they are. And they're no longer inspired by this person the way that they used to be. They see right through them. And they know that this person's still unchanged. Doing the same old song and dance. But the Emperor's in their power, and they're not healing the situation with the karmic anymore. Whether this is a marriage or a work situation, they're fucking done keeping this false situation together. The King of Wands in the reverse is getting too tired from carrying that load. That heavy load is this 3 of Cups. They're really tired of the third party situation. They're tired of the cheating. They're tired of the sex, drugs, rock and roll, because the party's over and they're no longer investing in it. Because they had invested in it before, and it kept this King of Wands in the reverse blind to the fact that there was no love here. There was no equal balance. There was no equal reciprocity in the love in this relationship. They refused to see it. They didn't want to see it. They didn't want to see it. They couldn't believe it. So they kept the King of Wands in the reverse, they kept themselves blindfolded with this 2 of Swords. Refused to make a decision, refused to end this situation, and they had invested in this karmic who, had them in a third party situation. They may have known about it, they may not have known about it. I think that there was past history of cheating, and then the karmic tried to make them think, oh, I've completely changed all of my ways, and then come to find out that the divine masculine has found that the karmic feminine is still cheating, and they were lying about, having changed their ways. And now they're just like, why am I competing for this person's time and attention? Because all I'm doing is depleting my energy, losing money, losing time, losing opportunities. And so King of Wands in the reverse, the burden got too heavy. They stepped into their Emperor energy. They no longer want to invest in this bullshit. They're no longer keeping themselves blind to the truth that this was just a divorce and or a breakup that has just been long awaited. It's been needing to happen. Truth is, the King of Wands in the reverse has been emotionally detached from this situation for quite some time. And really, they just needed to put a physical end to it, because they're no longer emotionally invested in this, and they weren't. They returned to a situation that they had no hope that it would heal. To try to make things work, it didn't work. So they're just walking away and putting a complete end to it finally. Because, you know, they tried to put it out of their mind. They emotionally detached. None of that was working. They realized that they just needed to physically remove themselves from the situation. Because just the mental and emotional detachment from this karmic wasn't enough. They had to make that physical detachment that was just final. The end. Then whenever that happened, it's leaving the karmic brokenhearted, sad, regretful. Now they're depressed. Now the karmic is really crying. Now the karmic is truly feeling that pain. They were never feeling that pain before. They're only feeling the pain of the loss. They perpetuated this whole loss here. Yeah. 3 of Swords is clarified by the Ace of Wands in the reverse with the Strength in the reverse. So that the karmic is heartbroken. They're sad. They're really losing their shit because the divine masculine no longer wants to have sex with them, is no longer attracted to them, because the karmic is just mean, nasty, unforgiving. They're in this victim mentality. Everything is everyone else's fault. They cannot take accountability for their sexual and verbal transgressions, for their evil spiritual transgressions. They can't take accountability for it. So they really lack forgiveness and compassion. And so the divine masculine is just really disgusted by this person. And is rejecting the karmic feminine. But here we see the karmic feminine still heartbroken and holding on here with the 4 of Pentacles. Holding on, not wanting to let go. Because they're still worried and in their head about their misfortune that they're experiencing. The loss of money, loss of job, loss of this marriage. They're losing everything. And this karmic is just like wanting to hold on to whatever they can right now, because their whole life is falling apart around them. And they're full of anxiety, and they can't sleep. They can't focus on anything but their own misfortune. And, you know, what they're trying to grab a hold on to, because everything's just, you know, slipping through their fingers. Well, that's what happens whenever your moon magic and your black magic, your sex magic, and your lies and your manipulation all backfire on you. These are the consequences of the karmic's action here. And they're being heartbroken because the divine masculine is having boundaries with the karmic feminine now. The karmic feminine, they were used to running their mouth and saying whatever the fuck they wanted to say and being as nasty and evil as they wanted to be. But they've been blocked. Past, present, or future on that fucking timing. But if it hasn't happened, it'll happen soon. If it's y'all's story. And there's boundaries being created here with a karmic who had no boundaries. They would do and say anything here. And that the specific boundary here is clarifying the Queen of Swords is the 9 of Wands in the reverse and the Page of Swords in the upright. So the karmic energy has been released. The divine masculine has completely given up dealing with the karmic. They're done. They're done dealing with their lies, their bullshit, and everything. And the karmic is showing up as the Page of Swords. Watching, stalking, spying, observing, gossiping, slandering, you know, they're doing the same old shit because, the karmic is being released. So now they're doing everything they can to try to find the divine masculine here. Because the King of Cups in the reverse with Judgment. Yeah. The divine masculine does not love this karmic. This karmic does not love this divine masculine. It was just codependency keeping this shit together. Then the karmic went and way overdid their power and control, and the divine masculine stepped into their divinity, decided that they had enough of this shit. They haven't been emotionally giving to this situation for quite some time. And they're the ones that have made this decision to release the karmic, ignore them, block them. And the karmic is making the bad decision to be stalking and looking for him and, watching to see what he's doing, because they're making a good decision here. They're following their heart. They know this shit ain't it. And they're done dealing with the burden of dealing with this person. Dealing with this karmic is like dealing with another child. And they're an adult. Which is fucking pathetic. And the King of Wands in the reverse carried this person on their back, as immature as they always have been and continue to be. They're just like, you know what? I am tired of doing you all these fucking favors. You don't appreciate me. You can't even fucking tell the truth. And there's something here about lies surrounding work, or if this isn't about work, this is about spell work. Or there could have been some lies and some deceptions surrounding the King of Wands in reverse's job, as the karmic feminine's retaliating against the divine masculine for not wanting to work on the situation. Maybe the karmic feminine is trying to get the divine masculine fired from their job, because if the karmic feminine can't have the divine masculine, they're going to want to try to get as much revenge as possible. And what better revenge to do that than to try to take away the emperor's, finances here with lies here. So that very well could be too. But whatever the shit is, there is a lot hidden beneath the surface that's secret, that people don't know about. And it's a lot of lies and deception around some type of work that someone has been doing or not doing. I don't know what else to say or how else to say it. Ophelia. The Emperor's just dumping their burden and going towards their abundance here. And the karmic energy is definitely losing their abundance. And if this isn't about a job, this could be about lies about money made from someone's employment. Because The karmic feminine could have very well have stolen some money from the divine masculine and lied about it. Money that they never made. So that is possible as well. It could be several different things, but whatever this is, y'all will know about it. Okay? Y'all divine masculines will know. And you'll be like, yep, that confirms, but it is whatever it is. You'll say you know what it is. The cards can just give different possibilities of what it can be sometimes. The Emperor is getting into their nobility here, and the karmic is losing their nobility. The Emperor is going against tradition, though. The rune is connected to wealth, but above all, to what we inherit from our ancestors. Because when the Emperor does everything that they're meant to do, the Emperor's inheriting everything that is meant for them from their ancestors. Once they leave this money-hungry, greedy, nasty, lion, whatever karmic behind. A noble sheik dressed luxuriously studies a golden urn covered with precious stones that most likely is part of the treasure left to him by his ancestors. Blood ties, however problematic or intolerable, are still important and implicate us for all of our lives. Yeah. This blood tie is problematic and intolerable. And it will implicate the divine masculine for all his life because he has children with this person. Or if it isn't that, that's his mother. Or a mother figure. But for most of y'all, this is a baby mama that they've been with forever and ever, or they're actually married to them. It is essential to recognize their value and realize that we are the result of our past, and we must start from our roots to develop our heritage so that it is rich and plentiful. Do we respect our ancestors and their traditions? Which ties do we find it difficult to abandon, and which, on the other hand, would it be wise to rediscover? So, I really think we have a divine masculine here who is doing something that nobody's ever done before in their family, going against their family tradition. To gain their crown. The Emperor crown. Othela anchors us to our identity, reinforces blood ties, and bestows well-being. Yeah. The King of Wands in the reverse is in the process of dumping their burdens, their heavy load, this karmic, to get their crown, to be the Emperor. So it can bestow the Emperor's well-being here. Because their well-being was never being considered with this karmic. This karmic didn't care. They wanted the weight of the world, of the family's world, to be on this Emperor's shoulders, and they made sure of it. And they did a lot to make this King of Wands in the reverse suffer. They really abused them. And the King of Wands in the reverse came out the Emperor to gain their crown. Past, present, or future on the timing. So that's what I have for y'all for today. Thank y'all so much for supporting my work and my channel and all the ways that y'all do. I appreciate y'all so much. I do hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your day and the rest of your weekend. And I'll talk to y'all soon.